Hi guys, Top Pops here, and today we're going to be doing another Funko news. So let's get started. Alright guys, so I have a couple different stories that I want to talk about today, but the first one that I've got here is the new Frontline workers Funko Pops. Funko's making them for the new pandemic, which of course is COVID-19, and they're creating 4 different figures for this. There are 2 nurses and 2 doctors that are coming out, and on behalf of these figures, Funko's going to be making a $250,000 donation towards global giving. Now these are only available for pre-order, but I totally understand why they're doing that, because they want to make the money as quick as possible so that way they can donate it, and then the figures will be coming out around like October to November, it said, on Hot Topic's website. So these will be coming at a later date, but at least we can help everybody and, you know, donate now. Now, I've also noticed that Amazon is selling them on their website, but they're not selling them for the normal price, which would be like, you know, like $10 to $15. They're selling them for $5.75. Now, I've speculated this to be so that way they don't make any profit off of these. This is probably what they purchased them from Funko at, and then they're just selling them for that price, so that way they're not making money off of the pandemic, which I still think it's amazing that they are selling them. These are also great gifts for if you guys know any nurses or doctors out there that are going out to actually help and save people. I think it is amazing as, you know, just like a nice gift for them. They don't come in till later on, and I hope these aren't relevant by the time they do come out, but it's still really awesome to get as gifts for people that are on the front lines. This next thing here isn't really so much of a story. I guess it kind of is, because the Wampa has now shipped and people are getting it to their houses. But on the back of the Wampa box, it actually showed the silhouettes of what the next 5 figures will be for the Empire Strikes Back. Almost like, I don't know what they're exactly calling it, but I'm kind of calling it like a collectible diorama in a way. Right now I'm looking at the back of the box, and it shows the 5 figures that will be coming out for this series, and the Wampa as well, of course, as 368 there. But for 369, we actually know what that is. It just doesn't show it on the back of this box because it wasn't announced at the time. But this is Han Solo with Luke's lightsaber cutting open the inside of a Tauntaun. It's actually really cool. It's a very detailed figure. Not so gory as you'd think because he hasn't actually cut it yet, or at least I guess I haven't seen that side of the pop, so it could be cut. I hope they didn't make it too gory if they did. But anyways, that's the first one there. We know that one for sure because that one's been announced. But next up, I want to speculate what the next figures are going to be. And let me know what you guys think of my speculations in the comment section below. But for 370, I'm guessing that's going to be Chewbacca with snow blown all over him, kind of like yelling in the wind. I think that's going to be really awesome. The next one here, I wasn't actually sure what this droid was called, but this is a probe droid. Now, they haven't made a figure of this one yet, and I'm super excited to see what this one will look like. So the base on that figure looks a little bit different from the rest of them. It's probably going to be a similar snowy base, but it looks a little bit smaller because of that figure being a bit of a thinner one anyways. But yeah, I'm super excited to see what that one's going to look like because they've never made a probe droid before. Now, 372, I had a little bit of trouble with this one, but I came up with Princess Leia on like a computer or something like that, or maybe behind something, because you can kind of see the way her hair is on the top, maybe put into a bun, and that's what her hair does look like throughout the Hoth scenes. It's not so much down, it's more of in like a braid going up and around. I don't exactly know what that hairstyle is called. I'm not a hairdresser. I don't really know what it is. I probably should know what that is, but I don't. But yeah, that's what her hair kind of looks like with those kind of like bumps on the top. So it's giving me like a Princess Leia vibe for that one. And then the last one there, 373, I'm super excited about this one. This one looks to be Darth Vader because you can tell with the helmet there on the left side. But on the right side, I'm guessing that's going to be a snowtrooper. That's what it kind of looks like to me anyways, with those little bumps on the sides. And then the helmet looks very similar. And there's actually been a snowtrooper Funko Pop. And if you make it so they're both that same kind of silhouette, they look very similar or almost exactly the same. So anyways, guys, that's kind of what I came up for these, and I hope some of those are right. Alright guys, so the next story that I want to talk about here is Funkoween in May. Now, a lot of people are confused as to why Funko is announcing them now. They're not actually coming out now. They're only available for pre-order for the most part, but they'll actually be coming out like late September, early October. And I know it seems pretty early to be announcing these figures, but if you really think about it, this is when they announce most of their figures for that time anyways. It just happens to be a lot of the Halloween ones, so it's out of season as of right now. It's going to be summer very soon, so it seems a little odd for them to announce them like that. But if you think about it, a lot of the other figures that would be coming out in November are announced right about now anyways, so it totally makes sense. It's just funny that it's Halloween stuff. Now guys, I'm not going to be able to go through all of them today because the blog post has so many different characters. There's at least 20 to 30 different ones. I'll actually have it linked in the description down below for you guys so you guys can check them all out because there are so many different ones. But the ones that are available now, I can tell you these ones. There's Scoob, which are exclusive to Walmart, and then the other 2 are Killer Clowns from Outer Space as well as Creepshow. Now those ones, I've seen people getting them at like GameStop and Hot Topic and Box Lunch and stuff like that, so some of those stores are getting them in. It might not be your local one yet, but they should be getting them in soon. Next up, we have an update on a figure, which is the Bushfire Heroes Funko Pop. Now, this one was for pre-order a couple months ago, and it was only available for pre-order. It's not available for order anymore because it's completely sold out, but all of the proceeds from this figure went towards helping the Australian bushfires and all of the wildlife within that. So this figure right here is a firefighter saving a koala. Pop Culture had actually mentioned on an Instagram TV video that this should be shipping within the next 4 to 8 weeks. I'm super excited to actually get one of these in person and finally display it with my collection because it's been a long wait, but it's super worth it. This next story that I want to talk about here is a bit of a smaller one, but it's a figure that was never announced by Funko, but is now available for everybody to purchase. M3 Toys, which is a store that sells Funko Pops, put this up on their Instagram saying this one's now in stock. It is the DIY Troll. And I thought this was really weird because it still has the rainbow hair, but it's got a white body. I ordered one for myself because I had never seen this before, and I totally want to take a closer look at it. But it's pretty much just the same normal Trolls, but it's white on the body with the rainbow hair. It's not something that's too huge, but I did want to mention it because it was not on their Funko blog anywhere or on their catalog on their website, and this is just something that I guess kind of went under the radar. Alright, so the next story that I've got here is actually Gabriel Iglesias, who is the first ever comedian to get a Funko Pop, is selling his figure again, but at a higher price. Now, he's selling this for a little bit more because he's actually selling all of them signed. So you can buy these for $40 on his website, which is a little bit pricey, but if you think about it, if you were to go to like Comic-Con or somewhere like that, like an event where there's going to be famous people or actors and actresses or anybody really, you're going to be paying upwards of sometimes like $80 to $200 depending on who it is, and you'd have to bring your own Funko Pop. But this way, you're getting them for $40, and if I'm not mistaken, his figure was $15 anyway, so it's like a $25 signature. Which in my opinion is a great price for a figure and a signature, and I also wanted to mention this one because when it had first come out, so many people wanted it that it actually crashed his site over and over and over again. Now that it's re-released a little bit later, I've noticed that it hasn't sold out yet. It's been up for maybe like, I want to say 5 to 10 days. I'm not exactly sure how long it's been, but it's still up on the site. I just ordered one today or yesterday if you guys are watching this the day it comes out. So I think it's kind of crazy that the hype kind of died down on it, but I mean, come on guys, who doesn't want a signed Gabriel Iglesias Funko Pop? Next up, we have another figure announcement that wasn't really shown off officially by Funko, but it was actually in the Everett Herald, which is Funko's kind of like local newspaper. And this one here is the Kraken Funko Pop from the Pop Myths line. Now, this was shown off by the designer of the figure. She's holding it out, and it's actually a really cool photo. And this looks like this could be the first ever 6-inch Pop Myths line because it looks a little bit bigger and more detailed than a normal sized 3 to 4-inch figure. But I am super excited about this. I'm looking at the photo of it here, and it's just got so much detail. He's got the little boat in his hand. It looks like almost like a Viking boat. The blue and the purples work really well together. I'm just a huge fan of this one in general. I think this will probably be a Funko Shop exclusive because that's where the rest of the Pop Myths line have been exclusive to. But yeah, I'm just so excited about this one. I wanted to mention it because it's something that not everybody really knows about yet because it was only in the newspaper by Funko. Or not by Funko, by the Everett Herald, but near Funko. This next story that I want to talk about here is pretty crazy. So if you guys don't know, in the corner of every single figure, I want to give you an example here as well. In the corner of every single figure, it tells you what category it's in and then what number it is in the category. So for example, Mr. Mime, even though there's not 582 Pokemon Pops, it's number 582 in the Pop Games line. Now, if you guys think 600 characters is crazy in one line, a different line just hit 1,000 figures, and that one there is the Pop Televisions line. And the ones that I've noticed actually went over the 1,000 mark are the Office figures with Dwight Schrute, Michael Scott, Florida Stanley, Meredith Palmer, and Kelly Kapoor, but I'm not sure which ones were the ones that actually passed over the 1,000 mark. There's one figure that has it, and I'm not exactly sure which one it is. The only reason I don't know what it is because some of the ones from Toy Fair don't have glam shots yet like these ones do. So these ones happen to get glams, I guess, quicker than some of those ones there. And if you guys don't know what glams are, they're like the finished photos that Funko then like officially announces the figures with. And a lot of them have just like concept arts at the moment, so they don't have the box art for them, so we wouldn't be able to see what numbers they are. But I think it's really crazy that one line has hit over 1,000 figures. And of course, it's not just the Office Pops, it's every single television show that Funko has ever made turned into a pop, but it's still really crazy that they've made over 1,000 characters from different television shows. Now, the last story that I have for today is the Funko Hollywood store is doing curbside pickup. Now, I don't know if the Funko HQ store is doing that, which is the one in Everett, Washington, but the Funko Hollywood store down in California is doing curbside pickup. And I think think this is great because people can get their Funko figures and they don't have to keep the store closed. I just don't exactly know how it's working. I've seen photos of them having a line out front, like with, you know, like roped off and stuff like that, but I don't know how you're able to order these figures, only because on the Funko shop, you can't really ship to store like the Funko HQ or the Hollywood store, so I'm not too sure how that's working. If any of you guys have actually gone to the Hollywood store, please put in the comment section below. I would love to know how it's been working, but I'm just not too sure about it. But it looks like you guys can do curbside pickup if you guys want to. I know the Hollywood and HQ have been closed for at least a month to 2 months now, so it's really nice that they can make a little bit of money off of, you know, selling some figures through curbside pickup. I just know they're probably not making as much as they could with the store open, but at least they're making something. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any other recent news things that you guys want to talk about, put it in the comment section below, because I would love to see what you guys have to say about even like new figures or some news that you've heard about Funko. Anyways, let people know in the comment section below. But this has been another episode of Top Pops. Popsters, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. If you're new around here, you should subscribe to keep up to date with the channel. I do upload every day after all. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you. And you can always like the video if you know, well, liked the video. And if a video every day isn't enough for you, you can always check me out on many other platforms. I do post pretty much every day over there as well. Oh, and I also wanted to mention that due to popular demand, we now have Top Pops merch. Yeah, I know. You're welcome. We have a bunch of different designs, and the shirts come in 16 different colors. That's right, 16 different colors. So there's literally a color for everyone. There's also phone cases, sweaters, and since so many of you asked, yes, we finally have wall clocks. I'll have it all linked in the description down below for you guys to check out. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.